welcome everybody to Church Insider. This is actually episode 1. So you might be a little confused because we're actually like at the 12th episode. Well, this is the product segment where I will just be going over Leveltech products. And we have a lot to cover because this is the first. So there's not like new stuff being added. It's just everything all at once. So I'm going to try to breeze through it. But there's a lot of stuff. So books. I'm not really going to talk about books besides the price because I'll save that for the book section. But we'll just go with the original prices here. So the Spontaneous Guide is 700cc. High Class Living is 600. Reentry Spontaneous is 300. Secrets of the Gold Ores Volume 2 is 1,000. Secrets of the Gold Ores Volume 2 Deluxe is 1,500. Behind the Mask, that's being worked on. There is no current price. Secrets of the Gold Ore Volume 1 is 500. Origins is also being worked on, but they're thinking around 500. Histories of the Gold War, 2,000. So those are books, so just breeze through those. Now I can dive in a little bit more and talk about the Level H. That is 1,200cc, and Level H standing for Hydra. It is a phone that is waterproof. That's pretty much it. That's the main thing, is waterproof. The Level D is 1,350. That stands for Drop. It is shatterproof. You really can't break the thing. That's the main thing about that one. The Level S is 2,000. It's not shatterproof. It's not waterproof, but it never needs to charge. That's a big thing. Using our patented design, we use radio waves from the air. Keep it constantly charged. Never charge your phone. And then, of course, everybody wants the Level L, which is the luxury model. That never needs to be charged. It's also shatterproof. It's also waterproof. So that one comes in at 3,500. So I mean, that's quite a bit. Then you have 2 watches that you can purchase. You have the Steady R and the Steady L. The Steady R is 500. The Steady L is 1,500. The Steady R is just a normal watch. It's not shatterproof. It's not waterproof. It needs to be charged. All that stuff. Where the L is shatterproof, waterproof, never needs to be charged. So there's a big step up there, but there also is a big step in price. You have 1,000cc you have to add, and it's for a watch. So you got to keep that in mind. Then for the computers that we have the Level T and the Level L. Level T is just the cheaper model. That's 2,000. It's just a little bit lower on specs, and it needs to be charged. Where the LevelPad L, that is a big one. It does not need to be charged, and it's a computer. So, that's a crazy accomplishment by Leveltech to be able to do that, because, as we know, computers take way more power than a phone does. So that's a big accomplishment. Also, something you might not have known is that Leveltech actually bought out Lamborghini. So we have the Lamborghini Vivino coming in at 10,500. The Lamborghini Aventador coming at 5,000. The Ford GT coming in at 3,000. Keep in mind that Ford was not bought by Leveltech yet. Ford gets part of that money. The Lamborghini Hurricane is 4,000, and the Lamborghini Centenario, something like that, is 5,500. And then, of course, everybody wants the Model L, which is Leveltech, the luxury model, and that's 20,000cc. That thing is insane. As you can imagine, the trend, everything we've talked about here, it doesn't ever need gas or anything like that. You can research that, how that's done, but it's through the compressed air engine that we use. Okay, some products that haven't necessarily been released yet is the Food Maker. That is using calorization, which is a process that basically harvests pure calories, which we can then use to create millions and millions of different types of food. That thing is insane. It's going to be awesome. You can get a bunch of different patents, which I can skip over. Houses, which I can also skip over. We have lots of options for houses on here. Then we have the Level Draw, which is if you are an artist at all, it's definitely for you. It is an amazing drawing tool. I mean, amazing. And then they got the Level Draw Plus, which is a little bit bigger. And I think that's the only difference between the two. You have the Level Draw comes in at $1,500, and the Level Draw Plus comes in at $2,000. The Level Pen is just a stylus that you can use, and if you have the upgrade program, you get it free with the Level Draw. So that's obviously an awesome thing. The LT Print and the LT Print Pro is a printer. You can look the specs up on it. It's nuts. It can do some insane things, and it's very efficient. Then the LT TV, we have all the way from 35-inch, which costs $1,000, up to 100-inch, which is $14,000. So I mean, whatever TV you want, we have it basically. Then the LT Sound is $2,000, and that is a surround sound system. It's phenomenal quality. It's actually fairly cheap. I know $2,000 is not cheap, but for what it is, it's fairly cheap. The Tech Display and the Tech Display Pro. The Tech Display Pro is actually flexible, so you can actually bend the display. It's insane. If you want a curved display, you can literally curve it as much as you want to. This thing is nuts. It can be used as a TV. It can be used as a monitor. It can be used in a bunch of different aspects, and it comes in at a reasonable price of $3,000 or $5,000. So it's actually fairly reasonable. It's not huge. You can get a bigger version, which will be coming later. We have the USB microphone, which would be similar to the one I'm using here, and the wireless microphone. Those come in at $500 and $700, so relatively cheap. The LT keyboard and LT mouse. The keyboard and mouse both come free with displays. It doesn't actually clarify which displays, so you can use it, I think, with any Level Tech display it comes free with. So that's really cool. And then the Level Secure is a massive package of a bunch of different security cameras and locks and passcode things. It's 10,000 cc. It's only for the high class. You're not going to get it if you are a lower class person. I would probably have it. Other people wouldn't. But it's on there, and it's a cool thing. The Steady Read, there's no real details on it, other than it's going to be free for upgrade program members. And basically, it reads for you. You know, you have something like this, and it would just read it out, which is very helpful. We're not sure what it's going to look like, none of that, but that will be coming. And the LT Subplane. Level Tech first started with, we were a military company making planes and stuff. So the subplane was one of our first designs. Now it's actually coming to light here, and you can actually buy it. There is not a price yet for most people, but it looks like it'll come around 30,000 cc for upgrade program members.